How's it going? I'm Ryan, and today I'm going to go over the one trade that I took on QQQ. Bit of a new video. Usually I trade SPY, but switched it up. I've been watching Qs past couple days, setting alerts when we're at levels. That was where my trade came from today. I took a small scalp, but before we get into that, we're on the daily time frame here, looking at the Qs. We had this pullback, found a bottom. Past 2 days have been pretty bullish, rallying to the upside. I honestly expected today to be kind of a slower day. We have CPI coming out on Thursday, so I wasn't sure if we'd get much movement today, but as you can see, we had a pretty big move. Some of the levels I was watching here, 404, you can see area of resistance, area of support, 402.6 or 7, we'll call it, just the bottom of the swing low. And those were really the relevant levels. 406 did come into play later in the day, but that wasn't necessarily as relevant to the trade that I took. So you can see kind of some of those levels, how we're moving down. We've broken out, come down, and found a bottom here before rallying up today. And the trade that I took, so I was watching this 402.7. I'll actually pull back to the hourly. Watching this 402.7 as we had sold off pretty hard in the pre-market, and we're coming up to approach this level from below. So an area that we'd kind of rejected off of in previous times, just a few weeks ago or last week, and was looking for puts if we showed weakness. Reason being was we had this huge run up. We had a bit of a big sell off coming into the day. Now looking at it, it's obviously acted as a pullback before the buying really just persisted throughout the entire day. It was a very uptrending day. But I was a bit biased coming into the day and was looking for puts on the retest of this level if it was looking weak. That was the key, is if things looked like they were going to reject. So right off the open, we had a candle break above and test this 403 area, immediately kind of selling off and even wicking up and testing this level at 402.7 before selling off further. We did find a bottom, set a bit of a lower low on the day from where we opened, but did find a bottom and started pushing back up to return to this level. Once we were doing this, I didn't really like the price action that I was seeing in the morning, but one thing that I did feel good about was puts off this level. Just due to that was what I was watching coming into the day and seeing this reaction that we had earlier in the day. So when we came up and tested this area again, I entered one put, super small size. I wasn't so sure, like I said, especially if you look at the 2-minute chart, you can see some of the price action is really pretty volatile, swinging a bit in both ways, really not too easy to discern what direction things were going. But when we did get this push up on, we had lowering volume as well. So to me, I saw weakness, entered a put here. This nearly stopped me out. Break above these wicks would have stopped me out here. But then we reversed, and once we came down in this area, this is where I sold. So only one contract, super small position, and I sold here because I had seen this area right in here, an area that we'd wicked into, broke below, and then kind of recaptured and rallied from there. So once we'd come down into this area, I didn't want to hold this. Obviously, we weren't in a trending market at this time. We were kind of just chopping around in a range. I took this as a scalp. I didn't expect today to be much of a day for trading. We ended up trending up the entire day. So once again, I'm ending up trading counter the trend. I would like to have entered, say here, at a retest, a break and retest at the high day. That would have been a much better move to ride up. But nonetheless, took a put here, scaled out near the bottom, luckily, before we reversed and had that big move up. A little bit of an odd trade. Like I said, I thought today would be pretty choppy, so I was just looking for a little scalp. Ended up being around 20%, so Not bad, not bad for a quick trade. But obviously, I'd like to start capturing more of these days, especially when we get these uptrending days. If you could ride these out, you can really make a serious profit. So, looking to improve my trading, maybe be a bit more patient, wait for a trend to develop, and then base an entry off that or a strategy off that. But in the morning, it looked a little bit choppy, and I was just looking for a quick scalp. That's all I got for you. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. I do trade live Monday through Friday. So if you want to stop by, hang out, say what's up, please do. I'd love to have you. And that's all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.